If you've ever considered hiring a virtual assistant for your construction company, but had no idea where to start, stop what you're doing. This video is for you. Maybe you've heard other contractors talking about it. Maybe you thought about it late at night, buried in paperwork you shouldn't even be doing. And maybe you've talked about it yourself, but you talked yourself out of it because it sounded complex, expensive, or just not built for construction. I'm going to break down exactly what a construction virtual assistant does, where to find one, and how to hire the right one the first time. No guesswork, no wasted money, no confusion. If you're serious about getting your time back, this is where you start. What's going on, everyone? I'm Joel Lipsky, third-generation construction business operator, 20 years in the trenches, building companies and leading teams. I'm here to help you run a better business, not just build better projects. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get into it. So today I'm giving you something that I don't usually hand out for free. I am going to walk you through how I actually service my clients at virtual construction assistants. This is the playbook. This is how we hire a successful virtual assistant for a construction company step by step. No fluff. Because here's the problem. Most contractors hear virtual assistant and they think it's some overseas mystery box. You post a job, you cross your fingers, you hope for the best, and that's not hiring. That's gambling with your business and your time. Step one, know what you need before you hire. You don't hire a virtual assistant. That's too broad. You hire an estimator, assistant project coordinator, or an assistant bookkeeper. 3 different jobs, 3 different skill sets. If you don't know which one you need, you'll hire the wrong person and blame the whole concept when it falls apart. Sit down before you post anything. Write out exactly what's eating away at your time. Is it takeoffs? Is it bid packages? Maybe you hire an estimator. Is it scheduling, submittals, and RFIs falling through the cracks? Maybe you hire a project coordinator. Is it invoices, billings, accounts receivable that never get done on time? Then hire an assistant bookkeeper. The role has to match the pain point. Otherwise, you're just adding a person to the problem you never actually defined. I made this mistake early on. I hired someone general, a little bit of everything, and got a little bit of nothing done. She was capable. I just never told her what done looked like for any one thing. Lesson learned. Get specific or don't even bother starting. Step 2, know where to actually look. Everybody's first move is some generic freelance site. That's where you find people who can do a little bit of everything and a lot of nothing. Construction is specific. Estimatings, takeoffs, AIA billings, lien waivers. That's not a general skill. You need someone who's been in this industry or a service that's already knows how to vet for it. Here's what most contractors don't realize. Hiring generic remote talent and hiring construction-specific talent are 2 completely different games. A general virtual assistant might be great at email and calendar management. That does nothing for you if they don't know what a schedule of values is or how a change order actually moves through a project. You're not looking for administrative help. You're looking for someone who already speaks this language of the construction industry. Step 3. The interview isn't a formality. It's a filter. Don't just ask, can you do this? Ask them to walk you through how they handle a real scenario. If they can't talk specifics, they haven't done the work before. Give them a real problem, not a hypothetical. Walk me through how you process this invoice if the subcontractor billed more than what's in the contract. Walk me through how you track down a missing submittal that's holding up a schedule. Watch how they answer. Confidence with detail means they've actually done this before. Vague means they're guessing right along with you. The interview should feel like a pressure test, not a formality that you're rushing through to fill a seat. Step 4, watch for the red flags. Vague answers. No construction-specific experience. They can't explain their process. If it feels like you're training them from zero on construction basics, that's a liability. Other red flags to look for, they cannot give you a straight answer on when they're going to be available to service you. They dodge questions about their past clients, and they can't answer specifics on the software that you intend to let them use. QuickBooks, Procore, Buildertrend, whatever it is, they talk in circles instead of giving you a direct process. In construction, we don't have patience for people who can't give us a straight answer on the job site, and you shouldn't have patience for it in your back office either. Step 5, onboard like it matters, because it does. This is where most contractors fail. They hire someone good and then throw them into the deep end with no systems, no SOPs, no structure. Then they're shocked when it doesn't work. You cannot hand off chaos and expect back clear work. Onboarding isn't a 5-minute conversation. It's giving them a written process, real examples of past work, and a clear point of contact for questions. It's telling them exactly how you want things formatted, exactly what urgent means in your company, and exactly what happens if something falls through the cracks. The first 2 weeks set the tone for the entire relationship. If you rush through it, you'll spend the next 6 months cleaning up the avoidable mistakes. Step 6, find a way to monitor and control the work. Hiring is only half the job. If you're not tracking what's getting done, you're flying blind. You need a way to see their output. Daily check-ins, task boards, screen recordings, whatever fits your operation. This isn't about micromanaging, it's about visibility. I've seen contractors hire the right person, skip this step, and 6 weeks later have no idea what that person's been actually doing all day. That's not the fault of the virtual assistant. That's a structure failure. You wouldn't run a job site without knowing what's getting built. Don't run your back office without knowing what's getting done. Let me give you an example of something that happened to me. Early on, I hired someone to help with estimating. Smart, capable, hard worker. But I didn't have a real process written down. I was giving directions off the cuff, different every time I checked in with them. Within 2 months, we had errors in the bids going out the door. That wasn't her fault. That was mine. I hadn't built the guide rails. Once I fixed my process, clear SOPs, clear expectations, clear communication, and a real system to monitor her work, the exact same role became one of the most valuable in my company. Nothing changed about the person. Everything changed about the system I gave her to work inside. That's the difference between a virtual assistant helping you scale and a virtual assistant becoming another fire you have to put out. Here's the bottom line. Anybody can do this. I'm not smarter than any of you. There are plenty of people out there already hiring virtual assistants successfully without ever using a service like virtualconstructionassistants.com. But here's where virtual construction assistance comes into play. When business owners value their time for what we charge, which is peanuts compared to traditional recruiting agencies, we do all of this for you. The sourcing, the vetting, the construction specific screening, all of it. We're not selling you something you can't do yourself. We're saving you the time it takes to do it right and injecting real value into your company so you can go run it instead of getting buried in the hiring process. If you're serious about growing your construction company, follow along. We're just getting started.